What's going on, y'all? It's Immortal TG here, and today we got another video for y'all. Let's talk about that timeline real quick. We got another video for you, another replay video. I promise I'll be doing more live recordings. It's just all the archive on my computer. I have to clear up some space. And I got on that, but I needed to get a video out today. Today is Monday. It's a new week. You already know me. I try to upload one video on the week and one video on the weekend. So here we are, Crunch in the jungle once more, and we go. If you read the video title, you'll know it's 17-0. We do not die. Another perfect game that we played in the jungle today. We also got my big bro, captain of the purple team of the G3 Nexus. He's on Twitch. He streams live on Twitch. G3 Tyrant. We also got Noob Chan holding it down in the middle lane, right? But let's get back into the jungle real quick. That's what we all here for, right? So first of all, thank you all for the 123 subscribers. It's amazing. You know, we were a very small channel until I got into Predecessor recently. And we were down to, what, 50 subs? Now we're at 123. So that is very, very awesome. I thank everybody that subscribed. I'm happy that you guys are happy with the content. But let's focus on the game here right now. So, right now, I have a lot of people asking me, you know, how do you build Crunch? And, you know, there are better junglers in Crunch, there are better characters in Crunch. But I'm going to explain, first of all, the build. So, I'm still working on the build. I got 4 items that I always build on Crunch in the jungle. And that is the Berserker Axe into Augmentation, into Tainted Blade, into Citadel. Now, Citadel is to give us some sustain because I feel like when you are just building to be a glass cannon, you are just that, a glass cannon. And when we come down to team fights, we need to be able to hold our own. So having some physical armor really does help. Now remember, we're orange team, so we just lost somebody, but that's all good. I don't usually gank until I hit level 3 because I want all my skills. Because the more skills Crunch has available to him, the more useful he can be. So we get the stun, we get that, boom, he's out. Right, and Revenant was gonna kill me, so I was like, no, we got to kill. We gotta kill. I did what I set out to do. Let's move on and do some more camps. So while we doing some camps, we got Tyrant off in the off lane right now. I think he's warding up. Yeah, he's warding up. But yeah, so the build that we go with for Crunch, right? The build we go with for Crunch is the reason why we do those 4 items because they harmonize really well together, right? Off of the dash punch alone, the forward crunch, and that's how I initiate all my engagements, with the forward crunch. So off of that, the Berserker Axe procs, the Augmentation procs, Tainted Blade procs, and Citadel procs, all in one go, off of one move. So with the Berserker Axe, when you dash, you get increased basic attack. And with Augmentation, when you use a skill, you get increased basic attack. And with Tainted Blade, they take 8% increased damage once you hit them. And with Citadel, they're losing, you strip them of 15% armor or something like that. So you're doing this massive nuke. And because Crunch is very combo reliant, like he's just melting his opposition. Then you pop the Ice Talon for 15% increased damage. The movement speed, the attack speed. Like Crunch he just gets rolling off of those 4 items. Now, the other 2 items that I build with Crunch is Draconium and Stonewall. Now, depending on the matchup, I might take Stonewall out for the Mistwood Buckler for magic defense. It really depends on what I'm up against, who I'm facing, and whatnot. I didn't see that yin. But, yeah, so it really depends on who I'm up against. Now, I see that Tyrant's getting ganked, so I'm like, I'm coming. But I see he gets away safely, so alright, cool. So, yeah. I'm thinking about changing the build up a little bit. I'm thinking on it still. With Berserker Axe, Augmentation, Tainted Blade, Citadel, because I want to be able. The reason why I throw Citadel on is for the armor strip, but at the same time for the sustain. Again, I do need to survive, but I'm thinking of putting Earthshaker back into the build, just to keep the damage just snowballing and rolling, and then making my last item Draconium for the immediate heal. Right? So, you know, I'm playing around with builds still. I'm still trying to figure it out. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm still trying to figure out. But let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game. We talked about the build. Let's talk about the game. Now remember, we're orange team, so orange wards are our wards. So they have no wards. So let me just come over here, see if I can. I thought I could catch him. Caught him up, and I was like, all right, my guys should be following me, but I think I initiated too soon for them. But I did all I could. Good luck, guys. I'm out. I take off. And I make my way to mid. But on my approach, I always make sure that I have my sentry popped to make sure they don't see me coming. They don't see me coming. We're going to come up behind the Fae here. And we're going to see if we can help out our mid lane. I like having control of mid lane. Again, I feel like it's the most important lane to have control over. Because the amount of traffic that passes through mid lane is insane. And depending on the team that controls mid lane, the ganks become easier. Their vision becomes less. Like, you can cross mid lane pretty safely without anybody seeing you. Because, again, you're only spotted on the map if they have wards or minions that see you. Catch Terra. We catch her out of position. She was really weak. Grux is very scary to face early on. You gotta be very patient when you fight a Grux, man. He is super strong, man. You gotta be very careful when you fight a Grux. I'm still trying to figure out how to deal with him myself. I would think Tainted Guard would help, because while you're taking less damage, he's taking more. But I don't know. I gotta fight more Gruxes, man. That's all it is. Just gotta fight more Gruxes, because Grux is very scary early game. Like, he's perhaps one of the strongest characters early game in the offlane. Anyways, we do a look around. We're going around. We're trying to hit our level 6 because that's when we become absolutely dangerous. We're already 1-0. We become absolutely dangerous once we get that recrunch going. And again, as I fight, I always try and keep the, you see in the corner there, I always try and keep an eye on the x-rays of the fight that's happening so I can time when I want to come out. I got the recrunch, so we can get Terra. I wanted Tyrant to get the kill, but I was like, okay, he's backing down. I don't want Terra to get away, TP or whatever, so let me just come out and get it real quick. Right, so we're 2-0 right now. Making our way through the jungle, still doing our camps and whatnot, so, you know. I don't gank until I hit level 3. Once I hit level 3, I have access to all my moves. I can get to work, right? You want to be as active as possible in this jungle. Right? You want to make your presence known. Again, the pecking order of things that you should go by when you're doing jungle. 4 things that you should try and achieve in exact order. 1, you want to try and get a kill. Right? If you can't get a kill, what you want to try and do is get the TP. Because on your next go around, you'll get the kill. Because they have no way to escape you. Especially with this Fae who loves to cross the mid-river, right? Catch her out of position. Noob-chan told me she couldn't help. That's fine. I just wanted to do some damage, apply some pressure, keep mid-tower safe. So that's what I'm doing. I decided to stick here, but I got beat up pretty bad. If Faye wanted to, she can poke me with her left trigger. Sorry, I use Xbox. Her sting. She can poke and kill me, so I'm trying to be a little bit careful, waiting for her to come back, just watching over the tower. Because if Faye does push me, I might die, but I'll have the tower to kill her as well. We go back to get some healing done. Right, so pecking order. Secure a kill. If you can't secure a kill, secure a TP, because that will set you up for the kill. If you can't get the TP, you want to secure lane control. Right? If you can push lanes, then and keep the lane in your favor, then alright. The 4th thing is getting them to go back to base. If you can get the enemy to back, then that's more time. That's less XP, less gold that they're collecting. It's called the Allied team. We did not get Fangtooth there, but they got the Fangtooth. So let's go. We already got our Berserker Axe. So another thing I like about Berserker Axe, and when the rivers spawn up, I always try and get the Gray River because the movement speed is insane. Once you get all those things to line up. I love the Berserker Axe. Every time you cross a fog wall, the Berserker Axe pops. We're gonna pop out. We're gonna get this Yin. We got Yin. And we're gonna get your Revenant as well. There you go. We got Revenant gone. And we're gonna get Argus as well. Not scared of the tower, so we go in there. I probably could have appeared a lot earlier to save our Revenant. That might have been a little bit of a misplay on me. But how I justify is we got 3 people in exchange of 1. But I don't know if Revenant needed to die. So maybe I need to work on my timing a little bit more. Like, I prioritized destroying the ward. I've already been spotted. There's a play already happening. I could have emerged a lot sooner, and it possibly could have kept our Revenant, or not our Revenant, sorry. It could have kept our Zinx alive. I'm looking at the blue team. It probably could have kept our Zinx alive. So, you know, just better timing. There's so much more that I need to work on in this game. But, you know, the fact that I can identify that, I can only get better off of that, right? So, there again. Faye is very aggressive. It's as if she doesn't care about me being in the jungle. I'm not sure why, but we get her. We have no mana. So I was like, okay, I don't have mana. I can't fight Ian. If I had the mana, I'd be able to beat her for sure. But we didn't have any mana, so the smart thing to do was to get out of there and just protect the tower. She can't dive us on tower because we're too healthy for that. But protect the tower, wait for Noob Chan to get back, and then go back, collect some mana, collect some health, and we should be good to go. Alright, so we're heading back, and my crest is also ready. So now we got the Ice Talon. Our build is coming along very nicely and very quickly. We're already 5-0 at the 12-minute mark. So we just getting some camps now. Alright, so we're just gonna do our camps, get our farm going pretty well. Dual lane's doing fine. Mid lane's doing alright. So it's like, alright, I can do some camps, I'll be alright. I take a look around the map while I'm attacking the Scions, just to make sure everybody's okay while I'm farming. If I see anyone getting pressed, if I see anybody out of position, I will abandon the camp to go get the person out of position and come back to the camp later. I don't see Terra. I saw a ward pop off, so I'm like, Yin's here somewhere. So there she is. I know I can fight her. So we go for that. And we are melting. We are just absolutely melting her. She's out of here. She's out of here. Right? Off the Berserker Axe initiation. This just the damage that goes through. I was looking to invade now that I got rid of their jungler, but there's nothing there. I know where Terra is. So I'm gonna go dive this tower with Tyrant. Tyrant told me that the tower's ready to go. So I'm like, alright, let's get this Terra then. There's one thing you guys need to be comfortable with. That Terra should have let that tower go. She didn't need to die. She stayed there trying to defend a tower that if you breathe on it, it's going to break. And because you stayed, it gave me and Tyrant the chance to gank and destroy you. Now, Yin has the power of tower, and as squishy as she is, she does a lot of damage. So I advise Tyrant and I to just retreat for now. There's no need. We have the advantage. Let's go back. Let's see how else we can help the rest of our team. Alright? Got the movement speed up. I want the mini prime. I asked Tyrant to help me, and we go for that mini. This is the one objective that a lot of junglers ignore. The mini prime. Mini prime is very important, man. It empowers your minions. It empowers you. Like, why would you not want to be stronger? 15% damage bonus. Why would you not want that? 15% damage bonus. You just become an absolute unit after that.
An allied tower is under attack.
I see way too many junglers neglect this. Even when I'm in the off lane, I'll be pinging attack or prime, and they don't come and they don't do it. So I see Noob Chan's under a heavy attack here. I'm like, let me come help. So I help, and I tell yo, just don't run away. Don't run away. Just support me. Stay behind me. We can win this. We get the Terra, which is good. We can't get the Faye. Yin's protecting her. Faye's zoning us out. So I say, alright, let's just protect the tower. I'm getting beat up. I'll protect the tower. I'm going to go back. Tyrant offers to guard mid tower because his tower is perfectly fine. Got that Aura Prime buff, so we come back really quick. We're 8-0 in 15 minutes. Well, 16. Right? So, the score is now 2-13. We're doing really well right now as a G3 collective. We're marching out. Come back to mid to check out how mid's going. So my advice to you guys in the jungle is just let your presence be known. I know there's a lot of people in the Predecessor community that I've at least interacted with who will be like, you know, the jungler needs to do their camps. They can't get behind, this and that. No, I don't agree with that. And maybe it's just because of my play style. I'm a hyper-aggressive jungler. Like I said, once I hit level 3, I'm poking into lanes. Right? I have all my abilities. All I need to do is set up. Like, while I do enjoy getting the kills, believe me, like, I want my teammates to get the kills. I'm supposed to set them up. You're the playmaker. You're the strategist. You're the one that makes things happen. Look at this. Right? You make things happen just by appearing. Even if you can't secure the kill or whatever, giving them the idea that you're always lurking scares the hell out of them. It makes them think twice. Shout out to Tyrant. It makes them think twice. You know what I mean? So, I'm on Fangtooth. I get warned that Faye's coming. I don't feel threatened by her at all. Alright, so she wants to run away. I'm like, I'm gonna go get this kill. Couldn't secure it. That's fine. Let's go back to Fang. What's she gonna do? Come back with half health? No problem. This Fangtooth is weak enough for my Omni Vamp to really help out, and at the same time, I can solo it, so it's fine. That's the next thing too, junglers. You can solo Fangtooth in its first 3 stages. It's just the Primordian Fangtooth you can't solo. So yeah, and we are enemy team. Just so y'all know, we are enemy team. So we claim the Fangtooth, and we're just gonna keep it moving from there. Taking a look around, gonna invade this jungle real quick. We got some good lane pressure. Take a look around. Ain't no wards in the area. It's very important to have the sentry ward. I can't stress enough how good sentry ward is, especially in the early game. Late game, you can take it off and go for just wards. Right, so we proc our Berserker Axe. Look at that health. Shout out to Noob Chan. Look at that health, man. Just off of the Berserker Axe augmentation. Gone. So we're out of mana, and Crunch is useless without mana. So I go look for a River Bug, and we get the one we want. Recover some mana, keep me in the game a little bit longer, and look at us. We just take off, man. We just take off. Cover so much ground with that Berserker Axe, Grey River Bug. Taking a look, we got 4 people in the dual lane. No, nothing's happening, and I don't like... I hate doing nothing, so I'm like, let me do camps and keep an eye on my dual lane while I do it. So if anything happens, I can just emerge and be like, I'm here too, surprise. Right? We're 9-0 right now. Something's happening. We make a move for another camp, as I won't be able to make it to that play in time. And I see we have the advantage. So I secure the camps, get some farm. We got 2 grand right now. Almost off to our next build. We're just, like I said, our build's just getting more nastier, nastier. Yin's out of position, pushing our mid tower. Not a wise decision in my opinion. take care of Yin. Try and protect this mid tower. We got it. So, one of the questions is, when should you be aggressive? Like, let's say you're against my team. When would have been the right time to push the mid tower? Yin doesn't have a sentry ward, so the first thing she should have done was ward it up, right? You can peek into the jungle, especially when the enemy mid tower is missing, enemy mid lane's missing. Go on their side, like on that creek area, on their mountain sides, on the ledges there. Go on their side and just poke into each side of the jungle. See where the jungle, if the jungler's there. If the jungler is not there, then they got to be in lane somewhere, setting up a gank or something like that. Ward up and push the tower. And when your ward goes off, just disengage. Yin died because she was blind. That's it. She didn't know where I was. And I always tell my teammates, if you don't know where the enemy jungler is, proceed with caution. When I push, there are one of two things need to be fulfilled when I make a push. Thing one, I have to have my TP available. Thing two, I have to have my forward crunch or my movement ability available. So if I do get caught, I have an opportunity to escape. Ooh, some good movement speed there.
An allied tower is under attack.
So we're coming through. These guys don't ward. That's the next problem. Argus doesn't even know I'm coming. He's blind. We're 11-3. We're 11-0. I don't know why she gave me the revive ult. I'm alright. Faye way out of position. We TP, forward crunch, kill secured. 11-0-4. Now we're just gonna invade this jungle. So yeah, like honestly, it's just you need your wards up, man. You need if there's one person you want to keep tabs on the most, it's the jungler. I always stress to my team, don't make a move unless you know where the enemy jungler is. If anyone can confirm where the enemy jungler is, don't move too recklessly unless you know you have your escapes available to you.
An allied inhibitor.
We were looking for Yin and we caught Yin. Nice. So you'll notice every time I'm looking to engage, I pop my sentry because I want to know if they know I'm coming or not. I didn't even know that ward was there, but we're gonna keep it moving anyways.
An allied tower is under attack.
Alright, Zinx has gone down. That's okay. At this moment in time, I feel huge. Like, I feel invincible. I feel immortal. So, you know, I'm just walking around. I'm just moving. So I'm wondering why there is no push happening, why Faye is being passive, and now I find out there's a ward watching me. So we get rid of that. Right? We get rid of all those wards. The less wards are in the jungle, the more effective our ambushes can be. Always be on the hunt for wards. Don't just pop it randomly, pop it in places of interest, or pop it on your way to a gank. So as you approach the enemy, pop it to make sure they know that you're not coming. Right? I was looking for the Faye. I'm like, where'd she go? Where'd she go? Take care of this tower real quick. And I'm just the rotations are very fluid right now, you know, just keeping an eye on the map, seeing what lanes are being pushed. The two river bugs that I prioritize as crunch is the movement river and the attack speed river. We take Faye out, but we forget our mid tower is ready to go. The enemy takes Fangtooth, but as I tell my team, at this point Fangtooth really isn't a difference maker for us. Like I don't think we're gonna lose at all. Like, momentum is completely on my side. We're sitting on 5 grand right now. 25 minutes in. It's time to go back and buy. Alright, so we hit it. We buy our Tainted Blade. We buy our Citadel. We go, and I'm like, hold on, I still have 1 grand left. I could probably start building my Draconium, actually. And so that's what we do. We go back to get the Draconium build. Now, because we're steamrolling like this, at a time like this, it'd be good to get the Earthshaker just to further the snowball, just to make the snowball larger. Hit that jungle, get that temporary movement. All movement's good movement. And at this point, I do tell my team, like, if you guys need to take my camps, take my camps. Like, I don't need them at this point. You know, I'm huge right now. I don't need them.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
We take out the Fae.
Legendary.
Again, put your wards down. Ward, ward, ward. And know where the jungler is. The enemy team is recklessly crossing into the jungle, and they know there's a dangerous crunch in there. Like, you need to get information before you start doing any type of movement. Alright, and we stay in hella active. So I know dual lane is struggling right now. They're dying a lot. So we come through. We got the double crunch. We come through with our dash punch. I ain't never scared. You know, Revenant's not gonna do no damage to me. We built for him. That Citadel really helps. And again, Berserker Axe, it procs off of the forward crunch. So I have 2 chances to proc it. And that's what happened there. We forward crunch twice to close that distance and get that disgusting amount of damage.
An allied tower is under attack.
So I'd rather the pink river buff go to Bellica.
Has been destroyed.
Her damage potential is also crazy with her magic damage. I see Tyrant's in a 2-on-1 situation, so I say, alright, I'm gonna come over there. He mops that up. Hold on. Let's hold on. And he cleans that up too.
Double kill.
Gets the double kill. Hold on.
Enemy has been slain.
Let's go back and show Tyrant some love real quick. So he's in a 2-on-1 situation right here. Claps his swords together. Takes one out. Oh my god, he's swinging. Y'all hear that drum roll? Boom, boom, boom. Tyrant takes out 2. Gets a 2-for-1 deal with a drink on the side. Give that man a biscuit. G3 Tyrant takes out 2. New Chan and myself come, but we're like, yo, he don't need us. We just here to give him his props. And we keep it moving. We are 14-0-5 right now. Clean up them camps, yo. So as it stands right now, I'm a 17. Tyrant's a 17. We are hella fed. And if you notice the kill feed, all 7 points that the enemy team has come from our dual lane. Not one member of G3 has died yet, which is amazing. Good job, guys. Oh, sorry. My bad. Timeline gone. I want Revenant to take... I want Skylar to take my red buff because I feel I don't need it. And, like, in her hands, it'd be better because as she attacks, she slows them. So she has better opportunities to just get kills. We got the Draconium. So now when we're in team fights, we're just going to be there. We're just in there. We're just in there now. Taking a look at the map, seeing our situation. I think we're going to buy another item here. Yeah, we buy another item. And we take off. It's 7-26 right now. The only people on our team that have died is dual lane. That's no shade to the dual lane. It's just praise to the G3 team. King Kaiba. Well done. We cut through the jungle, and we're going to go see if we can help. I believe that's our Zinx. Noob-chan is trying to make her way over there, too. Fast bike, get the shields. Noob-chan couldn't make it in time. That's fine. We moved to cut her off. I'm going to see if I can meet her somewhere. And I completely lost sight of her. I was like, where'd she go? Noob-chan looking for her, too. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? We don't see her. Slippery. Terra's slippery. But that's okay. Then I hear her fighting in mid lane. Oh, there she is. Dive punch activate. Look at the damage. Right? And I feel like the damage is going to be even crazier with the Earthshaker. The next game I do, I'm going to record a game with the Earthshaker, man. I feel like there's some damage we're missing out on. We are level 18. Time to make a Fangtooth play. I see a ward go off. I'm like, oh, wait, well, hold on. Fangtooth can wait. Let's get this Argus real quick. Clean him up, send him back to the respawn timer, have him count sheep, and now we moving. There's a ward there. I poke that out. And now it's time for Fangtooth. Right, we only got one Fangtooth. This is our second. While we do that, what's going on with Tyrant? Tyrant's in quite the situation. A 3-on-1. Wise moved back down, as you can see on the map. Trying to make our way over in case they pursue him. Get some movement. And now we just taking off. Berserker Axe plus this. Again, Berserker Axe's movement only kicks in when we cross the fog wall. And I just hear Tyrant going off. We come through. Double Brothers is ready. I ain't scared of no tower. Maybe I am a little bit. So we back out. Alright, let's get out of that, because that was a good fly trap still. We back out. We got our 17. And at this point, because Tyrant is still, like, he's not new to the game, but he is, like, he's a returning player. The last time Tyrant played, Aurora was the new character. So I was like, yeah, do that if you need a quick boost in health and XP. And we head back to get our items. Shout out to Fuse. Right, so to summarize, because this game is done, right? It's 8-32. To summarize, again, like, I'm a very active jungler, and I feel like Sevarog, he's a slow build, yeah, he's a slow burn, but once he starts burning, he becomes a huge problem. But I feel like with your jungle, you want to just make your presence known. I know a lot of junglers, they want to just do their camps, get their farm, and when they're comfortable with their farm, they appear. But for me, it's like, I feel like the more you enable your team to secure kills and whatnot, yeah, they surrendered just now. The more you enable your team to secure kills and whatnot, the more effective the overall game becomes, right? Like your team, if you trust your team, they should be there helping you keep up in farm anyways, right? I come out there, you get the assist farm, you go out there, you do your camps, and you can do your camps comfortably, because when you take enemies off the map, it's less things for you to worry about when you're doing your camps, right? That's how I look at it. So yeah, at level 3, a lot of people say that's too soon, that's too early, you can't do anything at level 3, but as you guys see, I've done a lot at level 3, and at level 3, that's when I make my appearance known. I start putting the anxiety in my opponents, like, yo, I'm here, and I'm ready to go. So just be careful when you're crossing certain points, And, you know, it's just having a healthy rotation. And as you do your camps, you're watching the overall map, seeing where you're required, if you are required. If all 10 players are on the map, but you see your team has health leads or they're in stalemates, you can camp those camps and just build your farm there. But I do feel like the longer you farm, the more you're hurting your overall map control and the more you're hurting your team. Because the jungler is the quarterback. The jungler is the playmaker. The jungler is the one that puts his allies in positions of power. I always say the jungler is the spine of the team. If the jungler is not moving, the team is paralyzed and they will suffer a defeat. This role is a very important role, as all roles are, but an absent jungler turns the game into a 4-on-5, and that's just asking for a bad time. But luckily, I'm a very active person. I try and be active. I try to help as much as I can help. And, you know, 17-0-5, that's really good stats if I do say so myself. And just being active and just poking in, letting them know, yo, I'm here. So be careful. If you want to push my team, just make sure you're careful. Because even when you make an appearance, you can do a whole bait and switch, right? They spot you, they call for help from their jungler, and then you just go the complete opposite direction, or you go mid, or you go off lane, and you just gank there instead, and their jungler is now out of position that they can't help, right? So there's just a lot of like mind games and gimmicks that you can go through. But I do think it's important to be a very active jungler. I'm not saying don't farm, don't prioritize farm. But in my opinion, as you saw in this video and most of my jungle vids, most of my farm comes from ganking. Doesn't even come from my camps. Right? I come out, I try and secure a kill. And if I can't, I help with a kill. And now I know this lane is fine, so I can go do the jungle on their side. Because I'm not worried about them. We've already given them the advantage. I can just break this down, get these camps out the way, and then move on to mid, move on to off lane. And that's it. So hopefully this video helps as well. Hopefully you guys were entertained and you enjoyed the 17-0 Immortal Crunch, Captain Crunch in the jungle. We are playing some ranked games. We are trying to climb out of the bronze rank. We're almost there. We're almost a silver now. Hooray, hooray. I just want to see how far I can get. If you do want to see some like live ranked games, how I play ranked and whatnot, let me know down in the comments below, chat, and I'll set up a stream and we can rank together and whatnot, and we can learn together and see how far we can get together. I am getting a lot of friend requests, and I do appreciate all of them, and I get a lot of invites to games, and I want to just say, guys, like, most of the times, if I'm in a party, it's a full party. Or if I'm in a match, I'm with people already, I didn't see your invites. And if I do see your invites and you see that I'm just chilling in the menus, I'm just taking a little bit of a break. I'm eating some food, you know, tending to the wife. I'm just doing my own thing right now. I'm watching anime. I'm in a YouTube rabbit hole, you know. But I do appreciate all the friend requests. I do appreciate all the invites. If anything, if you guys want... you can see my tag right here, Immortal TG. If you guys want, keep adding me, and maybe on the weekend or something, I can make like a community stream or a community recording where we all just play together and we have fun. But I do warn you, I don't like toxicity. If you're not comfortable with losing, then don't bother. You know what I mean? Like, we're all just here. At the end of the day, it's a game. Have fun. If you're not having fun, you're not playing it right. So, you know, even if we lose, even if we get stomped, it's all right, y'all. Just have a good time. You know, let's have a good time. Let's all play together, whatever. And that'll be it. But at this point, I'm rambling and I'm ranting. I got a new build that I want to test. I want to try and get the Earthshaker. I'll let you guys know how that goes. And I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out.